Great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Be out there with Bottoms. Then there's the monster. Then there's the waiter. And it's Davis at the point. He was all alone on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Cornette. Takes a three. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. Pass to the great one. Here's the general. Going inside. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Wilson. Now here's Davis. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to the great one. Golden State moving it around. The general tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low, here's Cornette. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Here's Mr. Perfect. It's tipped. Stolen by Wilson. Pass to the monster. Here's Bottoms. That three off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the general. Here's Chen. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The monster, no good. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. That's tipped. Davis with it to the left side wing. Here's Bottoms. Back to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. No good on that one.
At the line for the Dubs, number 26.
And he sinks the second. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
4 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The monster. Warriors with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's the bodyguard. Scoreless thus far. And the Warriors miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Bottoms. Sinks the triple.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to the great one. Here's the general. Three-pointer on the way. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye 4 and 9. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Davis, the pass to Cornette. To the paint. Here's Bottoms. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Lemon. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he can't hit the second. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Cornette. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timeout called the Warriors.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Hardaway's checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution.
Spurs also with the sub. The franchise is checked in for the Monster. Here's Lemon. No scoring in this one. Beyond the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's the great one. Here's the screen to the middle. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Conway. Count it. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Cornette passes to Bottoms. From deep, bangs home the trifecta. Bottoms got 8 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Hardaway. Here's the great one. He has yet to score. Fires the 3. The franchise can't hit. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Chen. It's hauled in by Cornette.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Left side, Davis. Pass to Wilson. Here's Bottoms. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. 11 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's the great one. Here's Chen. And the Warriors miss again. Here's San Antonio now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Pass to Cornette. Back to Davis. There's the pick. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Lemon. Drills it from outside.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Spurs leading by 9. Pass to bottom. They grab their own miss. Wilson off on the layup. The Warriors shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Hardaway, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis, the pass to the franchise. That one falls. The franchise has got his second bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Here's the bodyguard. Here's the 3. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go. Mr. Perfect's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Cornette kicks to Davis. Over Chen. Misses off the left iron. Warriors trail by 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Warriors with some changes. Shake and Bake comes in for the bodyguard. And it's the Cobra in for the great one. Goodwin's checked in for San Antonio. Rodriguez comes in for B. Here's Mr. Perfect. 7 points in the game. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. San Antonio shooting their second and third free throws tonight, and he makes the first. Garbage man, he's checked in for Mr. Perfect. The Monsters checked in for San Antonio, and he makes both free throws. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's Lemon. Inside. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Warriors trail by 6 to the inside. Goodwin with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Drew. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Lemon, and he's covered by Drew. Here's Goodwin, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Conley's checked in. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Lemon, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. He hits both from the stripe.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Drew the pass to Wilson. Pass to Rodriguez. Banked in off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Floats one up. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wilson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rodriguez passes to Drew. Pass to Wilson. Left block shot on the way. Counted. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
We've got shake and bake. Hardaway is out there with the great one. And it's the Cobra. And it's Lemon in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it's blocked. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Drew. That's short off the rim. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Warriors. 11-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Now, here's Drew. Not a lot of room. From past the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Shake and bake passes to Lemon. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Out to Hardaway. His three-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 9. The franchise passes to Groove. And it's good when it's out the key. Rodriguez feeling it out a bit to the middle, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The generally's checked in for the Warriors. The Spurs also with the sub. The Monsters checked in for the franchise. Pass to Lemon. They set the pick. And here is Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hardaway has got 6 points.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
He lobs it up. It's intercepted. Here's shake and bake. And he's covered by Groove. Shake and bake, no good. With the floater, he gets it in there. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Doyle passes to the general. They set the pick. Pass to Doyle. That shot off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Down low, here's Rodriguez. It's rebounded by Lemon. Warriors trail by 8 on the wing. Hardaway. Off target with his 3. Rodriguez right side. Pass to Groove. Here's the monster. Wilson the pass to Groove. Hardaway with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Golden State moving the ball around. Yep, that one goes in there. Hardaway has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Wilson. Rodriguez outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Rodriguez has got 5 points in the quarter.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Poked loose, taken away by Rodriguez. That's a good one. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Even if the D has an impact, there is no way he's blocking that shot. He's giving up way too much size.
The great ones checked in for the Warriors.
Shooting
Mr. Perfect comes in for Hardaway. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Davis is checked in. Warriors trail by 12. Here's the general. Pass to Mr. Perfect. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
The Spurs shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Champs checked in for San Antonio. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Shake and Bake. Here's Lemon from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the general. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Conley. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. They recover it. Here's Shake and Bake. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Shake and Bake's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Wilson. Pass to Champ. And here is Davis. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3 points.
Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Here's Lemon. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Chen pass it to Conley. Lets the 3 fly. Mr. Perfect can't hit. Spurs leading by 13. Here's Rodriguez. Offensive rebound. Here's Leach. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's Lemon. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Lemon's got 7 points in the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to the monster. Wilson with it. Now here is Davis. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the general. Warriors trail by 11. To the right side. It's stolen by Davis. Here's the monster. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Conley against Rodriguez. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Fires it up. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 13. And it's Davis with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The great ones checked in for Boomer. And San Antonio also making a switch. Cornette's checked in. Rodriguez in the post. Over by Conley. Rodriguez passes to Champ. On the wing, Davis. There's a good screen. Pass to the monster. Here's the great one. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's the monster. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. And he knocks down the first one.
Number 13, 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Mr. Perfect. 13 points in the game. Here's the monster. And here is Davis. 10 points for him. Rodriguez hacks in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Pass to Shake and Bake. Here's the general. Inside. Here's Prozic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Bodyguards checked in for Shake and Bake. And it's Boomer in for the great one. Then for the Spurs, the waiter comes in for Champ, and it's Bottoms in for Rodriguez.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And the 3 ball is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Wilson. Here's Cornette. On the wing, Davis. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. Pulls up on the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The Bodyguards got 5 rebounds tonight. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Cornette. It's hauled in by the General. The General's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Lemon. 58 seconds left in the first half. Here's the Bodyguard.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. Champs checked in for Wilson.
41, taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Spurs leading by 14. The monster passes to Champ. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Bottoms. Hits the outside fadeaway. Bottoms got 13. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Lemon. 7 points in the game. Here's the Bodyguard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Now here is Davis. He's got 10. Here's Leach. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bottom's having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Davis. Wilson out there with Bottoms. Then there's B, and it's the Monster in at the 2. Pass to the Great One. Here's the bodyguard. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Davis. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Relzic, the pass to Chen. Here's the bodyguard. Pass to the general. 5 to shoot. Launches it. It's good from long range. That's 10 points for Boomer.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Cornette kicks to Davis. The 3. And Cornette gets it to go.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Lemon. Here's the bodyguard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Davis with it. 10 points for him. Here's Bottoms. Knocked loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Pass to Cornette. And here's Wilson. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Chen passes to the bodyguard. Here's the Great One. Takes the 3. That shot misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Bottoms. 13 points in the game. Pass to Cornette. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wilson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The bodyguard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside, Davis. Pass to Cornette. Spurs passing it around. Good on the triple. The Monsters got 7 points in the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Give it up for your Warriors. Make some noise for your Warriors Junior Chip Squad.
Lemon, the pass to Chen. Here's the great one. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer. The great one's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Outside, Davis. Here's Wilson. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Warriors trail by 14. The bodyguard passes to Chen. To the inside. Here's the bodyguard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Goodwin's checked in for Wilson. That's to Goodwin. There's the screen. Pocket 6 to the middle. Here's Bottoms, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's the general. He's got 6. There's the triple. And Davis pulls it down.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
That's a good one. Here's Bottoms. Davis in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Davis has got 13 points.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's the bodyguard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Cornette. He's got 6. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bottoms. Here's Cornette. And here's Davis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The bodyguard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lemon, the pass to Chen. Here's Lemon. He's got 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on beat. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. The franchise is checked in for the Spurs. Out to the right wing. Here's Chen. Pass to the great one. Buries it down low. 9 points in the game so far.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Goodwin with it. Now Davis lets it go with a 3. They get it back. Goodwin, good. Goodwin's got 8 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the bodyguard. 9 points in the game so far. That shot missing. The 17-footer. Outside for Davis. That's to Goodwin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Down low. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Spurs have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Warriors trail by 16. The bodyguard passes to Lemon. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. They set the screen. Stolen away. And he banks in the layup. And that's 17 points for Bottoms.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Chen passes to the bodyguard. And the shot goes in. 11 points in the game. Spurs leading by 16. Cornette kicks to Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Now Hardaway. He's got 8. Pass to the bodyguard. Back to Hardaway. Here's Mr. Perfect. Shoots it up. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And that's 15 points for Mr. Perfect.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Great open look there. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's the bodyguard, and it's blocked. And here is Goodwin. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Bottoms. Here's Cornette. The franchise passes to Cornette. Got a piece of it. Outside Hardaway. Here's Chen. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Shake and Bake comes in for the bodyguard. And the great one subbed in for Mr. Perfect. San Antonio also making some changes. Champs checked in for Bottoms. Rodriguez comes in for Goodwin. And the Monsters subbed in for Davis. Nice shot by Lemon. Spurs leading by 17. .152 left in the third quarter. Here's Crew, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Hardaway, no good.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Champ, the pass to Crew. Pass to Champ. 6 to shoot. Here's Cornette. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cornette's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Rodriguez outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the miss.
And the first one drops. The Cobras checked in for the Warriors. The General comes in for the Great One. San Antonio also making some changes. Skinny is checked in for B. The Monster comes in for the franchise. Davis is subbed in for the Monster. Outside, Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
The line for the Spurs.
And that one falls for Davis. Goodwin's checked in for San Antonio. The Monster comes in for the Monster. Outside, Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The line for the Spurs. And that one falls for Davis. Goodwin's checked in for San Antonio. And both free throws good for Davis. And here's Lemon. He'll bring it up for Golden State. For the three, buries it from three-point range. Lemon's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got the Cobra. The General is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Shake and Bake, and it's Conley in at the three spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. It's good. Here's the General. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
First team foul. At the line for the Dubs, number 26.
And that one misses. San Antonio making a switch here. Man's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here is Davis. From about 16, and the Spurs scoring again.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Here's Chen. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Champ the pass to Davis. Pass to the Monster. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 21. Here's Chen. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The franchise is checked in for lights out.
Number 34, Jeremiah.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Shake and Bake. Cracks in the tray.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Outside, Davis. Here's the franchise, covered by Conley. Spurs passing it around. Here's the Monster. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rodriguez. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's the pick. Here's Doyle. Pass to Mr. Perfect. And it's blocked.
24-second shot clock violation. San Antonio basketball.
San Antonio leading by 18. Now here's Davis. Here's the Monster. And the 3 off target. Chen passes to Shaken.
San Antonio foul. Number 13. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside, Davis. Lets a floater go. The Warriors pull it in. Mr. Perfect's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Conley's shot is off.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Outside, Davis. Champ the pass to the monster. Outside, Davis. Here's Rodriguez. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Bodyguards checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bottoms, he's checked in for the franchise. Pass to Conley. Up and in on the layup.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
They set the pick. Rodriguez with it. Here's Bottoms. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Here's Conley. And Rodriguez pulls it down. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Bottoms. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Pass to the general. Here's the bodyguard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And the Warriors with some changes. The Great Ones checked in for Shake and Bake. Boomer comes in for the Great One. Hardaway is subbed in for Mr. Perfect. The Spurs also changing it up. The waiter comes in for Champ, and B subbed in for Rodriguez. Spins. Wilson with the block. They retain possession.
San Antonio foul. Number 9. Third personal foul. Team scores.
That one is off. The Great Ones checked in for the general. Spurs also with the sub. Rodriguez is checked in for the monster. And he's good on the second. San Antonio leading by 20. Pass to Bottoms. Outside for Rodriguez. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's a screen. And Davis, here we go. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to the Great One. Golden State moving it around. The bodyguard. The shot from the low post is good. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Wilson. To the left wing. Launches a three. Cans it from downtown. And now 24 points for Bottoms.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Monsters checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio leading by 19. Pass to Bottoms. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Lemon. Lemon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Great One. Pass to Lemon. Now Hardaway. Here's the bodyguard. Back to Hardaway. Free throw line jump shot. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
The generally's checked in for Hardaway. The Monsters checked in for San Antonio. Davis comes in for the Monster. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to the general. Here's Mr. Perfect. Buries the long-range jumper.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on him.
Spurs leading by 16. Davis with it. This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. The bodyguard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They set the pick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Cornette. Here's Bottoms. And it's the great one with the rebound. Warriors trail by 16. Lemon, the pass to Preltic. Here's Lemon, pocket 6. Elbow shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wilson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Cornette kicks to Davis. From downtown, a nice shot by Bottoms. Bottoms got 10 points now just in this quarter.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Pass to Lemon. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lemon's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Cornette. Knocked away. Here's Lemon. Chen passes to Preltic. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He's off on the first.
Taking 3 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. San Antonio leading by 14. Pass to Bottoms. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Timeout.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Timeout, Warriors. Lemon surveying the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Pass to Bottoms. Now here's Wilson. Defense right on him. Spurs working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The bodyguard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Outside Wilson. Bottoms, the pass to Wilson. No good on the triple. Warriors trail by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bottoms.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here's Lemon. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to the great one. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. For three. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Cornette. Fires from deep. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bottoms.